everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be so much fun because we are doing 4 Christmas DIYs. So DIYing our own Christmas decor. I feel like everything turned out so beautiful, but it was so simple and easy to make. And all of the supplies in today's video can be found at the Dollar Tree, the dollar store, Walmart, so it is so inexpensive. Now, this is one of my first DIY videos, so please bear with me. I hope I did a good enough job explaining everything, but that's enough talking. Let's just get on into the video. So for this first DIY, which is the yarn trees, you're just going to need some paper mache cones, or you can even use poster boards. So I'm going to be showing you how to make your own cones in this video as well. And then you're just going to want some yarn, whatever yarn fits your color scheme for this year. I wanted a lot of cozy looking trees, so I have a lot of white and cream and different textures. And then I also picked up some pom-poms as well as some jingle bells, just to add a little bit of flair to some of the trees. And then you're going to use hot glue to put everything together. So as you can see, all that I'm doing is I'm adding a little bit of hot glue onto the paper mache cone, and then on this one I'm kind of going around on the bottom just to make sure it stays in place. And then from that point, all you have to do is wrap, wrap, wrap. It is so easy. You're just going to twist the cone and wrap as you go, and every once in a while I did add a little bit of hot glue just to make sure it stayed in place. And then when you get to the top, you're going to add one more little dot of hot glue and cut it off, and that is it. So on this one, I actually ended up starting at the top and working my way down, and I think I liked that way a little bit better. So I would recommend doing a dot of hot glue at the very top and putting your yarn up there and wrapping your way down. For some reason, it just twisted a lot faster and the process was a lot easier. So for on this big one, I decided to add some pom-poms, and this gives me a very like anthropology vibe. Don't take my word for that though, because I have never bought anything from Anthropologie before. They are so expensive, but that's the vibe that it gives me, and I think it's so pretty, and for seriously like a fraction of the price. Okay, so now I'm going to be showing you how to make your own cones. Honestly, after doing both of these methods, I think that the ones I made myself turned out just as good as the paper mache ones. So this might be something that you already have lying around the house, and it is so simple. You are just going to fold it up into a cone until you get the right shape that you want. Don't worry about the ends and how it's not going to sit flat at first. First, we're just going to focus on tightening it up into that cone shape. Then I'm going to add some hot glue and hold it in place, and then after that you're just going to trim the bottoms off until it sits up correctly. Now, as I was editing this video, I actually noticed that Target has started to add some of their Christmas items online, and I'm going to put a picture on the screen, but they actually have a few trees that kind of look like the yarn trees I made, and I feel like the ones I made turned out way better, and they're so much cheaper. So definitely, if you are interested in any of the ones you see online, I would recommend trying to make them yourself. Now don't be afraid to play around with different textures and fun little additives. I think this one is actually my favorite one. That's the furry yarn. I got it from Hobby Lobby. It was only a couple dollars, and the Jingle Bells were also only a couple dollars, and I think this one turned out so cute. Okay, so this next DIY is going to be a Pom Pom Wreath. It is so easy. You are just gonna want a couple different yarns because once again, we want a lot of texture. And then just a styrofoam wreath. This was only a couple dollars, and once again, you can get this at pretty much any store. Now, I don't know how well I'm gonna do at explaining this, but I hope that the video footage speaks for itself. So I'm going to show you two different ways to make these pom-poms. The first way is with this cardboard, and the second way is going to be using my fingers. I actually liked the finger method better, so you'll see that a little bit later on. But for this one, you're just going to take some cardboard, cut a little slit out of it, and then what you're going to do is you're going to wrap the yarn around it. Now, I wrapped 50 times for each pom-pom. I know that seems like a lot, and I thought I was going to use a ton of yarn, but honestly, you don't end up using that much. So after you wrap it 50 times, you're going to cut a smaller piece and wrap it around the center and tie it as tight as you can. Then you're going to cut through those loops, and that's when it's going to create that pom-pom shape. Now all you're going to do is trim it, give it a little haircut, and get it to look how you want it. Now, if you guys are enjoying this video, I would absolutely love for you to take a moment to subscribe. It is totally free and it helps out my channel so much. I have so many fun Christmas videos coming up. I do a decorating for Christmas series on my channel every year, which is so much fun. They're my favorite videos to film. And I also plan on doing more DIYs in the future, so I would love for you to hit that subscribe button. This clip has no purpose whatsoever, but I just thought Bennett's little hand in the background looked so cute. Okay, so this is the second way to make the pom-poms, and I actually like this method a lot better. I feel like it was a lot easier and more efficient. So you're just going to take your fingers, you're going to put them however far apart you want, pretty much however big you want your pom-pom to be. And then once again, I'm just going to wrap around my fingers 50 times, and then I'm going to cut a smaller piece of yarn and tie it around the center. This should be fairly easy while it's on your fingers because you have the space in between. And then you're going to cut through those loops and trim it down. That's really as simple as it is. All you're going to do is get some hot glue and attach the pom-poms however you want them. The more you make, the fluffier it will look. Like I said, try using different textures, different colors. I wanted mine to be like white and cream and off-white, and I think it turned out really cute. Okay, so for this next craft, we are going to be making a DIY Christmas tree garland. So we're making little Christmas trees out of yarn. So all you're gonna need is a green yarn, wooden beads, and then I have some jute yarn or string, and it is so easy. So once again, I hope that I do a good job at explaining this, but I hope that the video footage speaks for itself. So you're going to want to get a piece of cardboard. Now I just cut this off of a diaper box, so whatever cardboard you have lying around, and I would say I think mine is about 2.5 inches tall. And what you're going to do is you're going to cut a little piece of yarn and lay it across the top like I did, and then you are going to wrap the yarn like we did in the last DIY For this one, I wrapped it about 26 times. Then you're just going to trim the bottom and then tie that top piece of yarn very tight. And then you're going to take your scissors and cut it off of the cardboard, and then you'll have a little tassel. Then you're just going to take another piece of yarn and lay it underneath and tie it around the center, and that is the top part of your tree. So once you have 2 of those, what you're gonna do is you're gonna cut the top part off of one of them. So just cut those long strings. Then you're gonna flip the other one over and put a little bit of hot glue in the center, and then place that one that you just cut the strings off of onto the bottom. I hope that made sense, but that will create a cute little Christmas tree tassel. And that's pretty much it for this DIY. You're just gonna make however many you want for whatever length garland you want. So I did about 8 or 9. And then I ended up putting some beads onto those strings and then just tying it onto a garland with a bead in between each tree. Now I know that you could tie the beads on. I did a really simple method, and all I did is when I got the bead where I wanted it, I applied a little bit of hot glue on either side to keep it in place. And it was so simple and easy, and I feel like it just made the cutest garland. So this next DIY I have seen all over Pinterest, and I just thought it was so pretty. It doesn't match my actual Christmas decor, but I did want to show you guys how to make it. I think this color combo is so pretty and would be really cute in like a little girl's room for Christmas, or honestly even year round. So we're gonna do basically the same thing that we did in the last DIY. So using that same piece of cardboard, I'm actually gonna turn the cardboard to the longer length. So what you're gonna do is, however long you want your tassels to be, that's how long you're gonna want that piece of cardboard to be. So once again, I'm gonna lay a piece of yarn on it and then wrap it about 26 times, tie the top, cut the bottom, and you have a tassel. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna do the same method for the pink, the cream, and the white. And then for the green ones, I'm going to be using the same method that I used in the last DIY to make the little Christmas trees. Now to make these trees a little more festive, I am adding some tiny little styrofoam balls. I'm only putting them on the green ones. You could use little beads or little pom-poms. And then really I'm just adding it to a yarn. You could do whatever pattern you want to do. You could add beads. I just put a bunch of beads on this string, and then I attached the tassels. That made it a little bit easier, but it turned out so cute. And like I said, I feel like this could be a year-round decor in like a little girl's room, and I love the color scheme. But that is it for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Also, if you guys are not yet subscribed, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button. I have so many Christmas videos coming up, including decorate with me's, shop with me's, hauls, tons of fun stuff. Leave a comment down below if you made it all the way till the end, and thank you guys so much for watching.